Aokiji used amazing tactic against Marshal D. Teach. Teach went through so much trouble to recruit level 6 prisoners. Aokiji froze them and practically held them hostage and got away with it. If Teach uses Gura Gura no Mi's ability, he will lose his crew that he worked so hard to recruit. And that's not the sad part. He'll also lose powerful devil fruits, which he stole from others. He faced the same kind of situation in Amazon Lily. He had to compromise. It's not Teach's heartless, it's just his dream precedes everything else. In order to achieve that, he will be cruel to others and to himself. As the only surviving descendant of Davy D. Jones, he wants to reclaim what is rightfully his, the title of the King of the World. Rayleigh lied to Nico Robin, but why? When Robin learned that Roger knew how to read the text on the Poneglyph, it just didn't make any sense to her. The famous scholars of the world in Ohara spent years to learn how to read the text on the Poneglyph. Yet Goldie Roger, who was a pirate, not a literate one, knew how to read it. That was strange. Rayleigh said to Robin, Roger had voice of all things, insinuating it helped him to understand those texts. But we know it was Kozuki Odin who translated those texts to Roger and his crew. And it was he who wrote that message on the golden wall of Skypia. Why did Rayleigh lie to a lady? We never got to see Shanks' mother's face. We always saw her from the backside. When Eiichiro Oda reveals her face, it is going to shock the entire fandom. The meaning behind the fight between Rocks and Girling and Teach and Shanks would reach to a new height. I think the reason Eiichiro Oda is not showing Shanks' mother's face is because she has the same face as Teach's mother. They were sisters, probably twin sisters. Unlike Shanks and Shamrock, their hair colors were different. Shanks and Teach are cousins, and Rocks and Girling were brothers-in-law. So it was basically a fight between brothers and brothers-in-law. Did you know Zunesha caused the war for Joy Boy 800 years ago? More than 800 years ago, Zunesha was just an ordinary mischievous elephant. It stole the sacred devil fruit that was meant for a strategic move against the 20 kingdoms. It made the war difficult for Joy Boy and his allies. After eating the devil fruit, Zunesha became huge. Its legs grew long enough to touch the seabed. The ancestor of the elephant condemned Zunesha to walk on the sea for eternity because the sea has negative effects on the devil fruit users. It was a punishment and the training at the same time. The ancestor was tempering Zunesha for the Armageddon. The latest chapter of One Piece revealed why Professor Clover had to die before he could even say the name of the country that ruled the world before the Void Century. Emu is so powerful that even combined strongest attacks from Rocks, Roger, Garp, Whitebeard, Kaido, and Big Mom did nothing to him. Yet the same person was shaking in fear of Joy Boy and Davy D. Jones. The Will of D that Nico Robin wanted to know so badly is the initial of Davy Clan's name. It is the Will of Davy. Davy Jones was once the king who ruled the world, and the name of the country that he ruled was Davyland. The voice of all things is the outside of the perimeter of hockey. It is a unique way of communication. So far, Roger, Luffy, Momonosuke, Zunesha, Emmet, and Rocks are confirmed users of this ability. We also know for a fact that Joy Boy also had this ability. As the descendant of Davy D. Jones, Marshal D. Teach also has this ability. We saw Zoro communicating with rocks and swords. It also falls under the niche of voice of all things. Most likely, as the holder of the power-up ancient weapon, Shirahoshi also has it. As far as the true inheritor of Elbaph is concerned, Loki might also have it. Kuma saved Teach and his mother from demonized rocks. Teach didn't get to see Roger and Garp freeing his father from Emu's control. The world government put a gag order on this incident and controlled the information on this. He had been in Whitebeard's crew for more than 20 years, so he might have heard bits and pieces of information about this while he was there. His mother's destination was the kingdom of Lulusia. Is it a coincidence that Emu destroyed both God Valley and Lulusia? Now that Garp is Teach's prisoner, he can expose the secrets Emu tried to hide, the thread that connects God Valley and Lulusia. Don't you think the voice of all things is a bit overrated? Currently, it works as nothing but sending messages between the users. It can only send messages to the people who also have voice of all things. Rock splitted Roger and Garp to end his life, which means Roger and Garp had this ability all along. It just they had no idea. This ability will show its wonders when Luffy will be in touch with ancient creatures similar to Zunesha and Ameth. It is more important in Elbaph than in any other arcs. Maybe laughter will top everything, but the civilization as old as Elbaph, there are dormant creatures in the heaven world of Elbaph. Luffy will meet the world's most ancient creatures, so there, the Atom Tree itself.